Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Thinking Thursday. I guess this is what we're calling it, Thinking Thursday, and the continuation of the incredible book, The Four Agreements. Um, now, as you, this has been a pretty interesting book for me to read at this time. It's been in my life for a while. It's been kind of in the back of my mind for me to read, and I've always kind of been intimidated by it a little bit, to be quite honest. The Four Agreements is it seems pretty heavy, right? When you first like look at it, like, man, this is I got to be impeccable with my word, right? And what does that really mean to be impeccable with my word? Like that's a tough thing. But I figured, and it's just being honest and just being true to who you are, right? And not really judging yourself or allowing someone else to judge you with that, and just you know put it out there, let it go. Don't destroy anyone's good, but just enjoy your life and live your life. Be a good person. Those type of things. Um, I see. Don't judge. That's a really tough one for me. Because working in a restaurant, I've always had chatter in my head about this person and that person, and just people from different backgrounds, and everybody's always judging people when they come into a restaurant and this and that and other thing. And I'm like, I try to avoid that, and sometimes so I sit alone in the corner by myself a lot, and I kind of just sit in my own thoughts, especially being around this group of people. You guys have really taught me how to block out a lot of the negativity and a lot of the crazy things that happen behind the scenes in restaurants. And going through this book and coming to this chapter, it's really taught me about just be, right? Like L Dub says, just be. And what's it like being having freedom? What's it like being freedom? Like when you were a young person, a young child, and you were growing up and you didn't have any responsibilities and you were just outgrowing and you were playing in the dirt and you were scuffing up your knees. Hopefully you didn't have one of those parents that put all the pads on you. They allowed you to get dirty and they allowed you to go out and play. I've seen parents nowadays, they protect their children so much, and it's important to protect your children, but sometimes you got to go out and you got to skin your knee, right? And you got to eat the dirt in order to grow and to be a, a well-developed human. I think if people are so afraid of that and so afraid of developing into the person of who they are. They're afraid of their voice sometimes, and I know that's something that I have a big challenge with, even in being in this group of people and being in the public so much. What they call an extrovert introvert. I can be out in the public and can be out and be crazy and really enjoy the public and really enjoy and just be that guy that'll do anything. But I really need my alone time also. I really enjoy being by myself and quiet and in a room. So when I get off of work, usually when I'm walking home, it's just silence. I live down by the river, so I have a cool thing that I can walk down by the river and I can just kind of let all the stuff go from the day, which is phenomenal for me. And this book says have an awareness of that. And so listening to the teachers and listening to all you guys and reading the books, and it's taught me on how to be the watcher at the gate, right, so to speak. And because I'm the watcher at the gate, it allows me to really target and be aware of the things that that I allow in, not only just the things that are presented to me or a way that I accept things. Life is going to happen, right? And things are, especially nowadays, we've been all locked away and we're all kind of getting out again, and things are moving around, and it's tough sometimes being in different relationships or different things like that, and hearing all this negativity or watching the news. Just so like Dave says, turn off the coronavirus TV and turn on Team U, and really insulate yourself from that and be aware of the outside forces that are coming in and that are kind of trying to manipulate you into doing things that you don't want to do. Live your life. And the hardest part of that is though the transformation, and that's really letting go of all the domestications that are put on us and becoming free, right? Getting back to that childlike um, free abandonment where you're just living and you're just out and you're just roaming around and you're living free, man. Yeah, you got responsibilities and yeah, you got relationships like that, but you're still able to. That's the one fantastic thing that I really enjoy about this profession is when you build it correctly and you do it right and it starts to take off and it grows away from you, then you are allowed to be free, right? Because you don't have that money issue to deal with anymore. And really, I think that's the biggest issue with life is everything is so wrapped up and tied into money, the money game, the money game. But once that's free, what do you want to do with your life, right? Do you want to travel? Do you want to write a book? Do you want to start a school? What is it that you want to do? Be free. Let your mind go and let your mind wander. Write these things down and let your mind wander and just be into that awareness and freedom and just live like a child, right? Go play in the daisies, play in the dirt, right? Start a garden if you want to, right? It's amazing what you can do. Uh, and you have to have that intention to live intently, right? You got to, once you're aware of all these things and you're going through that transformation, you got to want to pursue these things with passion daily, right? It's always a daily regimen of pursuit. And because we are conditioned, we've had all these conditions and all these things that have been piling up on us for years and years. It's a tough road to haul. But if you take things like this, you have daily reminders of yourself, you get yourself some note cards and you write smart reminders to yourself. Like I have one that says, never have your memories be bigger than your dreams. And that sits in front of my desk every day, in front of me all the time, to remind me of have your dreams pull me forward instead of having the past as an anchor holding me back from what I really want to do and what I really need to achieve. So I just had these note cards around, and some of the successes that I've had in my past life, it reminds me of I'm not just this person, or I'm not just that person, or I'm not just had things that didn't work out, but I had a lot of things that have worked out in my way. And I'm not that bad of a person. In fact, I am amazing. And I tell people that when people ask me all the time, how are you? And I say, I am amazing. And people often looked at me like I'm crazy. And I'm like, well, it's true. I have an amazing life. I get to associate with some fantastic people. Man, the lifestyle that I'm building for myself and the lifestyle that I'm creating for myself is wonderful, and it is amazing. And I hope that you guys see that and you feel that yourself, that your life is amazing. And don't let these parasites, these leeches, and all these people kind of attach to you and trying to take away your good. Live your life, right? And just have that shield, like stay away. But if you continue to be positive and you continue to live your life, I think parasites just kind of naturally fall away anyway. It's a cool process, actually. They just can't survive anyway. And you want to have that warrior-like attitude. You want to just have that passion. You want to have that daily regimen of where you get up in the morning. I love how Tina gets up in the morning at 4:45. I have no idea how she does that. It's incredible to me when she gets up and meditates. That's like, wow, that is amazing. What a great regimen that is for her to follow her path and to be in her, just to be, right? That's awesome. That's being intentional on living an incredible life, right? I'm going to do this day. And this is what has me being free. This is how I feel great. What is it that you do that makes you feel great? Me, I love getting up in the morning and I like going out for a walk before these calls. It's cool that these calls start for me at 10 because I get up and kind of have a little regimen myself, and I can go for a 2-mile walk down the river and kind of clear my mind and get myself ready for the day and prepare for the call and be able to share and accept the love and the wisdom that comes to me. And it's amazing. It is amazing. And the solutions to, living or dropping some of these old agreements that we may have is you can attack them one by one. You can just go and you can attack each one daily. And you can say, look, I'm not going to do that. And say, have the awareness of what you want to change, know how you want to change it, and then just change it. And then once you start living in that habit, 30 days of doing something, you create a better habit, it naturally falls away. It takes a little bit of a longer time, but it can be done. Absolutely. When you stop feeding the parasite, you stop with all the negativity, you stop hanging around the people that are negative in your life and the people that are trying to drag you down, the naysayers, the dream stealers. Stay away from that. Stay away from the televisions. Stay away from, it's hard to in the media world, in the digital world, to stay away from all that stuff. But it's when you associate with great people and you associate yourself with things that are moving forward, life just kind of brings more positivity towards your way. And or you can just do the most dramatic thing, and you can initiate the death, and that just means to just kill it all, just to, I'm done with everything, and just let it all be out there, and just to be open, and just like, look, it is what it is, you know, and I have no fear anymore, and just to let it go and just to live, right? And then establish some new habits and establish some new things, and just be and become that, and just live in that and be comfortable with that no matter what. No, don't judge yourself, you know, don't feel like you're a victim, and establish a new belief system. And I believe that you're gonna live an incredible life. This book is really, really cool. And I've had an amazing time learning about myself through this book, and learning the lessons from the past teachers that have taught in the different chapters with this book. It's incredible. And I really suggest that you read it and study it, and read it a couple times and put it away and come back to it. You'll see some things in it that you hadn't seen before. And it sounds like Mr. Jeff Myers wants to have a little word, and I would love to hear from him today. That's awesome.
Thank you, Brian. You saw me on mute. You know, the golden nugget, I like to take the golden nugget from every one of the great leaders that teach here. And everything you said today was fantastic. But here's the nugget that I took away. If I quoted you wrong, please correct me. Never have your memories bigger than your dreams. Oh, holy cow, that is a wisdom and a guide that I think just really inspired me today. Thank you for that. It was just amazing.
Absolutely.
Amazing. Yeah. Never have your memories bigger than your dreams. I wrote that down as soon as that came out of your mouth. I grabbed my pen and was like, I got to write that one down. So yeah.
Yeah. You know, sometimes because I in my past, I thought I was going to be an athlete, right? I thought I was going to be this big NFL star. I was going to be like this guy, and I thought I was going to attend Ohio State, and my life is so crazy. I went to high school, and I was a rival against the #1 pick for the Cincinnati Bengals. His name was Dan Wilkinson, right? And we were supposed to attend Ohio State together. I should have did that, but I went another path, and he went another path, and he became the #1 pick to go into the Cincinnati Bengals. And here I am working in restaurants, right? And the craziest thing, right? He came in the day after the draft, right? Is the day that I'm working in the restaurant, and this is my table. So I got to sit there and I got to deal with this whole thing. So, you know, that is always something that plays in my mind. And it's like, I can't let that memory hold me back of being an amazing person to being in the future. So I got to let that memory go, and just, you know, it's not his fault that he became the #1 pick. He did his thing and he became the person he was to become. What am I doing? You know, how am I supposed to live my life? So I'm letting that memory go to become a better person, so I can have my dreams come to life. And so those memories can be a part of my incredible story, and just that, a part of my incredible story.
Yeah, I always say, let your life experiences be the gift. And you know, whether they're good or bad, there's always a gift in there, and it's a gift of wisdom and learning. And that's an incredible gift if you continue to learn. You can choose not to learn, and then you're missing the opportunity for a gift.
Absolutely.
And I think you described a gift that you got.
Yes. It was hard to see it as a gift at the time, I can tell you, but it has been, for sure. It has been. Thank you guys so much. Does anyone have anything that they like to share? I know we're a little bit early. I've kind of wrapped up my topic for the day. If not, we can end the call.
Good job, Brian.
How do I not know that about you, Brian Howard?
What's that?
What the heck? Your athletic history. My gosh.
You know me, I don't talk much, Esther.
Oh, you talk a lot. We do.
Well, I don't talk much about myself, so that's the thing.
Well, share with them about the bamboo.
Oh, on the
the discussion we had yesterday. Yes.
Yeah, on how I see this professional, and how, you know, we've been building as a team, and how a bamboo takes 5 years in order to really become a bamboo plant. And it starts out as a little seed, and you put it in the ground, and you have to water it, and you got to take care of it, and you got to nurture it. And it takes a long time for this seed to develop into this tree. You know, And some cases people forget about it because it takes up to 5 years sometimes for this tree to grow, and you gotta make sure you take care of it and you're out there daily. And as a big part of this business, you gotta, take care of your customers, take care of your people, take care of your business partners, make sure that things like that are wrapped up. And don't forget about one day, you could actually kill the whole thing. But if you do the thing properly, and if you work it properly, and you nurture it and you take care of it and you water it, you can have explosive growth, just like the bamboo tree. That 5-year process of taking care of that thing, it goes from that little seedling up to like a 60 to 100-foot tree. And man, how incredible would that be? You don't, we can't control the process of the growth, right? We can only control the process of taking care of the growth, right? Taking care of us with inside, and that's it. And the rest is nature, and nature has to take its course, so to speak, right? And so if you continue to feed the seed good things and good thoughts, and continue to nurture it in a good way, you can't help but to have an incredible tree. Thanks, Esther.
Brian
Brian,
Howard.
you're amazing. You're amazing.
Yes, you are.
You guys are amazing. You're very inspiring to me. So I really like to thank you guys for sharing this day with me today.
I just wanted to add something really quick. I have been hearing for years, like, to be impeccable with your words, to not let things get to you. It's like, for me, this has been like a repetitive thing. And hearing you speak this morning, Brian, it was just like one bomb after another going off, like light bulbs going off in my head. And it's like, I finally get it. And it's taken me years to get here, but it's like, I finally get it. So I just want to thank you. And I also wrote down your quote and I posted it on Instagram. It's in my Instagram and Facebook stories. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Angie. Have an amazing day
Mhm.
today.
Good job, Brian. You speak so well and you have so much wisdom and knowledge. It's just good to see you, brother. Good job.
Thank you. You guys are awesome.
You're amazing, Brian. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Love you. Thank
Love
you.
you too. You're welcome.
Let's go be path changers.
Absolutely. Kids, have an amazing day
That's
today.
what this is all about.
Is there a call this evening?
No.
No? All right. Well, have an amazing
Today's
day.
Thursday.
Today's Thursday. It was yesterday.
I loved your quote too, Brian. Fantastic.
Thank
Good
you.
reminder.